Y'all, I posted a video earlier today where I was having headaches because I accidentally bought decaf coffee and I haven't had coffee in several days now or any caffeine. And so I was having these headaches and I couldn't figure out what was going on. Well, anyway, I recorded a video, and in my opinion, when I was recording it, I didn't think that I was in this headspace that shouldn't be recording a video or doing a tarot reading. But when I listened back to it, I was like, oh my goodness, I almost sound agitated in this. And it's crazy because that video is up and I kind of want to take it down. But I know that's not great for the algorithm. So I'm kind of in this. So I feel kind of an obligation to do another one because I'm feeling a lot better. I took a bunch of vitamins, drank a bunch of water, took a bunch of ibuprofen, and I am in a lot better headspace in this moment. So I thought we would do the truth about your person. Okay, so what we're going to do is do an energy read on them and tap into what their energy is like, how they're presenting, and then go into a tarot read on the truth about how they feel. So we have group 1, group 2, and group 3. All right. Hello, group 1. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'm so grateful to have you here with me. Your person is a boss. I just want to say that your person's energy is very masculine. It is the kind of energy that you can soften and play to. I always love a masculine energy that brings out your inner child. And this is kind of that energy where you feel safe in it, kind of. So your person has there's a side of them anyway in which you can be playful with, but there's another side that's like that you kind of have to mind your P's and Q's a little bit. I don't know really, but there's like a duality within this person where you can be playful and you can be soft and you can have fun, but there's certainly a line that with this person that I wouldn't personally suggest crossing because I think they're definitely an energy that feels like they would hold their own. Okay, let's get into who is your person in this moment. What is group 1's person's energy, please? Oh, one more for group 1, please, because I feel like it's going to be a little bit of a duality. Is it this one? Oh, is it this one? No? Okay. I didn't know if I had like a little hit. Sometimes they like want to come out and then don't. What is the energy for group 1's person, please? So you have the crow and the shark, and then the butterfly in reverse on the bottom of the deck. And I want to do one card before we move into it on kind of what they're presenting as. What is an energy for group 1's person, please? We have the transformer. Oh, more than one came out. And the benefactor. So it is, I transform myself as a caterpillar transforms into a butterfly. Oh my gosh, isn't that fascinating? Because I just said that the butterfly was on the bottom of the deck. Interesting. I enjoy life now as I take steps to realize my new tomorrow. This person is determined incredibly determined. They are, okay. What is the energy, please, for group one's person? Okay. I do have a sense, though, that this person has, like, something to say. But in this moment, they're kind of out for blood a bit. They're kind of in a, they have a little bit of a fuck around and find out energy. I don't know, group one, did you fuck around? Because you might find out. I just gonna put that out there. I don't know if that's necessarily that it applies to you, but it is sort of there. I think that anyone who is kind of dealing with your person in this moment is gonna find out that they're not messing around anymore. They have something to say. They have moved into, I feel like this transformation thing is actually them moving into this masculinity and moving into this masculine energy where they're grounding into this. And the interesting thing about transformation and moving into a new energy is sometimes we kind of go overboard inadvertently. Not necessarily, it's kind of hard to establish boundaries, right? And so this person might be in this space right now, or they just might have this energy in general, but I kind of feel like they're in this space where it's sort of just like, I feel like it's somebody who maybe didn't always operate in this energy, if I'm going to be honest. And so now they're in this space, it's like anyone who steps at them sideways, they kind of have they have something to say about it. So another aspect of this, the crow, is that the crow is really connected to spirit and connected into sort of the, not necessarily into the 3D, but into the 5D, where there's communication sort of happening telepathically within this connection, or at least within this person towards you, or they're capable of this because it's like the truth about them. So they have a sixth sense in a way. They could be someone who has maybe been through quite a bit in their life, and that when you have a lot of things that happen to you within your life, you build a life path, or you build an empathy that allows you to connect in with various energies who have similar life paths as that. So they do have this sense of sort of knowing, okay, and having maybe a higher emotional intelligence. I am getting that song, it's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Instead of treated, we get tricked. Instead of kisses, we get kicked. All right, sorry. Okay, what is the energy for group one's person, please? Whoosh, that's a lot, but I guess we're gonna bring it out. We have the cosmic heart, devotion, make your life a moving prayer, fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites and extremes of life. And then we have also, you're not alone. Isolation, physical connection. Sorry. I don't know, maybe that was your person's energy. Physical connection and community. You know, it's interesting because your person seems to be, I don't know, I have a feeling, group one, that you might not know this necessarily about your person in this moment quite yet. But they are, it's weird because it's like they want some kind of physical union with you. So if you haven't maybe been in the same space as this person, or it's been a while since you've seen this person. One thing that is presenting here is they really want to physically connect with you, and that is one truth about them. I don't know to what extent, or if they just want to be in person with you, or if they want, you know, more than that. Because I do have fall into my arms here, and I also have devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. It almost seems a bit like kind of like a commitment card in a way, where this person is, well, I guess it can kind of read into two ways, but I am seeing people holding hands. So I feel like it's a commitment to you, or a devotion to you, or that they are moving into this space of wanting that with you. Let's get some maybe what are some characteristic traits about this person, please? Hardworking is something that like immediately came up, that this is a hardworking person. As I got I think it's the Seven of Pentacles, the guy on the bench kind of hammering away at the pentacles. What are some other characteristics about this person? They're playful, they're kind of funny, they're like witty, maybe sarcastic, have a good sense of humor. What else? They might be spiritual. I don't know if that's something that you know about them. Perhaps they're like, they could be religious as well. They're connected in some way into spirit. Sorry. This could be a new thing for them. Or it could be, so it could be like hush hush. Okay, that's kind of like, I got the emoji that's like shh, you know. So it might not be something that they talk about openly, or that they express maybe to a whole lot of people, that they have this side of them that is sort of, that connects into, I'm specifically seeing meditation. So maybe there's somebody who meditates or connects in that way. They might be active. They may be somebody who's really concerned about their physical appearance, or at least their body, and being healthy within their body, and what they like to put into their body. They're very, oh my goodness. They're definitely physically attracted to you. As that song, Crazy for You. Touch me once and you'll know it's true. I never wanted anyone like you. You're so brand new. What is that song? I don't even know that song. I don't know like who sings it or what the name of that song is. So if you know, comment down below, because I don't know. I just know that that particular lyric. So if that sounds like your person, group 1, then this is the reading for you. So let's find out what's going on. First, we're going to go and let's see. Let's do how your person views this connection, and then we'll do how your person views you. Okay, so y'all, I'm super excited. I love this deck. I might just use this deck all the time, I swear. I'm going to, for this read today, I'm going to actually shuffle and pull, just because I have a lot of spreads to do. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I was like, okay, we'll see if my hands can. I see some readers, y'all. I see some readers who go like this, and then they go like this, and nobody ever taught me to shuffle like that. But man, I gotta learn it, because it works a lot better when you have small hands and big cards. Oh, the only thing I don't, maybe I'll do it like this. Maybe I'll shuffle this way and then cut. Now they want to pop out. Okay, we're just so funny, aren't we? I just heard, just cut the deck. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Oh, goodness. Okay, so how does your person view this connection? Well. And oh, I told you, look at all those wands. Okay, and then that was on the bottom of the deck there, the two of coins, which is the Two of Pentacles. Okay. How does this person view your connection? Well, the first hit that I have coming in is that they see this as work. Okay, so there's something about this that they see as there is some kind of... Okay. Hang on one second. I'm just trying to connect into the message here, group one. There may be something that happened in the past with this person that they feel sort of created this moment in which you were in a state, or they were, you both could have been in this space, in this space of kind of inner turmoil, okay? With that Nine of Swords there and the Hanged Man. So this moment, this situation or whatever, caused a pause within this connection. However, they do see this as a union, or they see this as kind of a wish fulfillment connection. But I think that how they viewed this was that, or how they view this connection, at least in the moment, was that there were things that were brought into this connection that didn't belong there. And this doesn't have to be necessarily from past relationships, although it can be, but it could be even things stemming from as early as childhood. So childhood wounding was brought into this connection, or it is a situation in the past with between the two of you, and perhaps bringing in, or it could be a combination of these two things realistically. So there was a sense that something was brought into this connection that didn't necessarily need to be there, but it was there, okay? And this caused a disconnect. It caused a pause. It caused a period of looking inward, of looking at ourselves a little bit more authentically, and sort of kind of lifting the veil a little bit and looking into ourselves and kind of understanding where the inner turmoil was coming from. They do feel that what was imbalanced was the emotion. So they do feel that what is required here is sort of a cup of love. It doesn't mean that it's going to be this giant gesture. I think they are being realistic, and so they do feel that they need to bring in something kind of, it's kind of like baby steps, because I feel like they have this sort of awareness that if they step any other way, then there's a possibility of a little bit of backlash perhaps. And also there is this sense kind of that they feel as though that one thing they have, that that they feel about you or this connection is that there are other people involved in it. Or it's sort of like there's two things that are presenting here. They could feel a sense of arrogance that like their wand, oh gosh, this is so weird because it's just wands. I guess it could be either sex or either energy realistically, but essentially that it's like they have it's like who's got the biggest balls of them all. And it's sort of that they feel like they're kind of in this space of like I am the chosen one for group one. Or it's either that, or they are viewing you as the chosen one and you having all these wands around you sort of coming at you. And you're just sitting up on your horse with your wand and a wreath, like, just galloping along while all of the other wands are chasing after you and you're oblivious with your little wreath on your horse. That's what the traditional Six of Wands is, just so we all know, because there are no horses in this. And that's kind of, I guess that's what they feel is going on within this connection. They do feel that it is out of balance, and they're in this space of kind of recognizing what needs to come into balance within this connection. Okay. Let's get how your person views you. I just heard the song, she the devil, she a bad little bitch, she a rebel. So maybe that's how they view you. I don't know. Okay. Hopefully I don't get flagged for all the music references. Okay. How does group one, I almost said group two, I don't know why. How does group one's person view them, please? How does group one's person view them? What is the truth about how they view group one? Ooh, that was a deep cut, or not very, I don't know, that was not deep. The antithesis of deep, sorry, okay, sorry, group one. Okay. How does group one, how does your person view you? Oh my word. What did you do? Goodness. Okay. Oh my. And you have the 10 of, well, they at least see you as someone who can make good money, I guess. At least there's that. Wow. Okay. How do they view, what on earth happened here? Okay. I did the Three of Swords in the center of the deck, okay? So there's some element of heartbreak that occurred within this connection, or that this person feels as a result of something to do with you. And it does have to do with this absence of emotion. It's interesting though, because they view you as someone who's very abundant and very, I don't want to use the word judgmental here, but it's more as like a bringer of truth, right? They have an awareness that you're gonna sort of tell it like it is, or say it like it is, or just that you have done that in the past with them. However, they also do see this sense of like this instability within you, and this kind of it has to do with inner conflict and sort of fighting, like fighting our demons, or self-sabotaging in a way. And it's kind of weird because the the reason in which you have this disconnect is because some element of emotion wasn't provided to this person, or they were kind of cut off from emotion. More so, it's possible that you had been in this sort of Queen of Cups energy with this person, at, you know, just giving to them, and then just were like, no, I'm done giving. And ironically, they see you kind of in this emperor energy, which it can be emperor, empress. It could be a feminine sitting in her masculine energy and kind of putting her foot down, or it could be, this could be two masculines. There's all kinds of, it could be that your person is a feminine and that you are a masculine, and they see you as being in this space of really kind of holding into your protecting your cocaine. Do you know this? Sorry. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Just trying to be funny. Oh, I probably can't use that word, can I? Don't do drugs. Okay. I've never even done that before. Just so now I'm in this weird space of feeling like I have to over explain myself. Good grief. What have we done here? Okay. And why it's Scarface is this. I was like, what is this movie? It's Scarface. Okay, yeah. So they see you kind of in this space of just like, oh man, it's like they feel like they have to step a very certain way with you, and if they don't do that, here's gonna be, what's his name, Tony, oh my gosh, why can't I think right now? You're gonna come guns blazing. And then they also see this sense of it's almost like maybe you were once in a sort of fighter's spirit, I guess, or had a fight response of some kind with this person, and then moved out of it. And so how they feel about you is that you're kind of working through some of this stuff, and they see you as stepping outside of that, but also kind of being they also see that a lot of the swords that are around you, or kind of this wall a little bit, is, I wouldn't necessarily say that it's self-inflicted, but it is more so that is kind of self-induced because of various experiences. Or you know, it's quite possible that this person stepped a certain way with you and you stepped a certain way back. So there's also that. But ultimately, they also see you as someone who has the potential to really bring in abundance into this connection, or they see you as sort of financially stable in a sense, or that you are someone who maybe makes good money. I just got this, like, the 10 of Pentacles here. So they see you as either that or somebody they can build a life with, someone that they can build maybe, I almost would say, I don't know if it's necessarily a new beginning. Let's actually clarify that 10 of Pentacles. Can you please clarify the 10 of Pentacles for me, please? Why is the 10 of Pentacles here for group 1 on how they view, how their person views them? Sorry. Why is the 10 of Pentacles here, please? You don't want to say. Why is the 10 of Pentacles? What? We have the Chariot in reverse. The Knight of Cups in reverse. It's more, okay, so it's kind of giving this vibe of they haven't maybe been able to see a deeper side of you that's kind of been withheld, or it's at least been withheld for a period of time from them. Like if this is somebody from the past, that emotion was sort of disconnected from them, and so they kind of just are seeing you in this space of they don't have much to go off of almost. So they're kind of just what they can see, building this idea of you that you are someone who is financially independent or has the potential to build financial independence. Let's see what your person, what would your person say to you? How about that? Let's do some message cards. And then I think we'll close out this reading, group one. What would person... Douche. I didn't mean to say douche. Oh my goodness. What would... Sorry. What would... Goodness. What is wrong with me? What is group... What would group one's person say to them? Goodness. If there were... Well... Shocking. That's too many, please. What would group one's person say to them? What would group one's person say to them? They don't understand. Oh boy, will this ever change? I might get you an advice read, actually. I can't do this right now. I wish I could be a different person. Why can't I move on from you? Oh, this could be like this could be an ex. Maybe we shouldn't say that, but I can't promise you anything. Why do I feel so lost? So that's interesting because how they see you, I feel like maybe it is that your person did something and you kind of moved into holding your power a little bit in this connection, or putting your foot down. And it's almost like you're in this this space of not communicating with this person in this moment. And so it seems as though what they would say to you is that they miss you, essentially. They can't let go of their... I mean, it seems like they're probably thinking about this connection quite a bit, or thinking about you quite a bit. Maybe reminiscing on things that happened within this connection. Okay, let me see if I can get you some advice, actually. I wasn't going to do that, but once those cards came out, it just seemed really apparent that there might need some advice. What is some advice for group one, please, on this connection? What is some advice for group one on this connection, please? Advice for group one. What is the advice for group one on this connection? All right. Oh, I almost didn't cut. I swear by the moon and the stars. This goes. Well, honestly, you're kidding me. All of these are in the reverse. You got me. The only thing that is in the upright is the Page of Wands. And you have the Five of Wands. Okay, so we have... This is on the bottom of the deck, by the way. I'm just going to put this guy over here. You have the Sun in the reverse, the King of Coins in the reverse, the Five of Swords in the reverse, the Eight of Coins in the reverse, the Ace of Swords in the reverse, the Six of Cups, Pentacles in the reverse, the Knight of Swords in the reverse, Temperance in the reverse, the Page of Wands in the upright, and the Ten of Cups in the reverse. And then the Five of Wands. What? The advice, okay, for this connection, group 1. It's almost, it's kind of giving this vibe of seeing this connection as though it is just a physical connection in some capacity. There's not a whole lot of, I mean, just to have the Ten of Cups in reverse, it's probably not a great thing. There's no truth being given. It hasn't been emotional fulfillment. Things are completely out of balance. I've been in this space of, you know, it's strange. It's like the only thing that is being embodied here is to, like, it's almost like, okay, if you haven't been around this person in a long time, or you haven't been face to face with them, it's almost like the advice here is kind of, it's so weird. It's almost like the advice is that you have this idea that there might be people kind of competing for your attention. I don't think that that's unfounded, honestly. I think that there is sort of this element where you could have people, you could be just somebody who is someone that's really desired by many people, or you could be in the space of just being someone that many people admire physically. Whatever it is kind of embodying you that this connection throws you off balance quite a bit, honestly. At least in this moment, because dealing with this connection kind of throws you off balance. And it puts you in these energies that are, I'm sorry, some of these cards are just so cool. It puts you in this, it takes you so off balance, and it takes you out of stability, and there is this absence of communication. It takes you kind of out of these spaces of connecting in with yourself and trusting self. And it's almost as though what is kind of blindsided by within this connection is the physical attraction. And so I think the advice seems to be, until it feels like this is sort of an equal give and take, where it's almost like, you know, that shark card and being out for blood. It's like this person, and remember in the beginning I was like, this person really wants like one specific thing. It does seem kind of like the thing that this person either misses about you or wants to experience with you is a physical connection with you, and that their desire towards you is a lot to do with intimacy. And so this is kind of informing you, I guess, or looking at it and going, okay, I need to feel all of these things kind of in the, not all of them, but a good majority of these you would want to see in the upright, right? To feel that there is, especially the emotional fulfillment. This card in particular being in reverse is not, this is the Ten of Cups. You definitely want that card in the upright to feel a sense of emotional fulfillment, especially if you're going to be, whatever, you do you, group one, I ain't gonna judge. But for me personally, I would say that intimate connections are much more rewarding when there is emotional fulfillment. And so this is sort of embodying, it's just kind of, the advice is sort of kind of to be aware of that, and to, if they see you holding your power in this, continue to do that until they provide you with the emotion that you need to feel safe in all of the other elements within this connection. All right, group one, that is your message for today. If this resonated with you, please like and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. Let me know if it resonated. Thank you so much for being here, group one. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. I need to take a little break. If you're somebody who listens to this, I gotta go to the bathroom. Okay. And I don't want to edit a video, so we're going to just let that run. Okay. What is group two's energy? Please clear out the energy for group one. And let's get into group two's energy. Oh boy. Hello, group two. Hey, forewarning, y'all. I'm just going to tell you that I just now burned some Palo Santo, and I was like, let's get into group two's energy. And instantly I was like, oh boy, this might be a little bit spicy. Your person, group two, is, oh my goodness, oh boy. That song, that is, I want it, get to it, riding my pony, my saddle's waiting, come and jump on it. Okay. And also, y'all, like, oh my gosh, am I gonna have to do an 18+ reading? I don't want to do that. I just am gonna say that what I just saw is like hands going like this. So, you know. Anyway, let's get into your person's energy, group 2. So we're going to do an energy check-in for your person, then we'll get into the tarot on them. The energy is interesting. Okay, what is the energy for group 2's person, please? What is the energy for group 2's person, please? Let's throw this butterfly out here. This also was in group 1 on the bottom of the deck. I didn't pull it out. What is the energy for group 2's person, please? What is the energy for group 2's person? The inspiration. What is the energy for group 2's person? The independent. One more for the energy, or 2 more. You dictate reality. Okay. Yeah, let's clean things up here a little bit. Group 2. Let's have some symmetry in our life. Your person might be a little bit peculiar. I wasn't going to say peculiar. I was going to say particular, which is good. You know, if they're picky and they choose you, then congratulations, group 2. Okay, so the energies that came out was the inspiration. I allow inspiration to fill me so I can inspire others. I am aware of my inner dialogue and direct it by positive imagery. That's the independent. You have the farmer. I enjoy being of service to those who deserve it. I like how it says deserve it. The warrior. I ask for what I want because I deserve to get what I want. Oh, okay. All right. What is the energy for... Why do I have leave it to beaver in my head? Oh my gosh. Your person has like a really playful side. Really fun and charismatic and charming and kind of cute and witty. They also have a side to them, though, that is, while they are somebody who is very giving in nature, they are not, they have boundaries within this, okay? So they're not someone who's just going to give themselves freely. Not to say that they expect anything in return, but they are someone who is... I mean, if you mess with a bee, you'll get stung. So, sorry, excuse me. And they're also someone who's been through this sort of transformation. The butterfly, in my opinion, is sort of this transformation of going through a lot of really tough things and going through being kind of like stuck in the grit and the, you know, the chaos of life, and has a life path in which there is all kinds of things that this person has really been through, and they have kind of transcended through it and blossomed into this butterfly, and now they're in this space, and they're very kind of, they're very, what do I want to say here? It's like they're in this space of kind of floating to things that, okay, it's not like a butterfly just kind of flying around aimlessly. It's more like a butterfly specifically knowing where to go and where to avoid, and knowing exactly what they want in things. There's a lot of tenacity within this person, and there's a lot of there's I don't know why I'm seeing a bull rider. So it's almost like they're, what? Oh, it's like taking life by the horns, maybe. Oh, I got a thumbs up. Okay, so oh, thank goodness I got that one, because sometimes it's a little bit difficult. Your person's energy is so quirky. I really like it. They're also someone that it's interesting because they could be someone who's really inspiring to others. Maybe the life path that they're on or the things that they've experienced. They might be somebody that's in a space that is sort of a teacher to others, or even if it's just by living by example, they kind of inspire others just by being in their own authenticity. Very independent person. And maybe even has a comfortability within their independence. Realistically, they're definitely somebody who can build upon, it's almost like building from the ground up, where they can take anything and sort of alchemize it. It's a really wonderful quality to have in a person, especially in a partnership. They are someone who maybe likes to help other people. They could also be someone who is into, just like a side note here is like for a few of you, they could be into gardening. And they're definitely somebody who isn't necessarily afraid to say what they want, or to speak their mind, or to say how they feel, or they're kind of there's like a no fluff vibe to them, where even though they might not maybe realize it, there's something about them that can kind of come off a little bit, not cutthroat, but very direct, okay? They're not really one for sugarcoating things. They're not really one for, they're not just going to fill in the space with fluffy things that are going to cushion you into their opinion. They're very straightforward. They're a straight shooter, for sure. Okay, group 2. If that sounds like your person, let's get into how they feel about this connection. Okay. How does group 2's person feel about this connection? Okay. We are going to shuffle and cut tonight because I have a few spreads to do, and this takes less time, and this is a new deck, so. Okay. How does group 2 view this, how does group 2's person view this connection, please? How does group 2's person view this connection? Oh, I guess we're gonna shuffle this way. 9 of Swords. How does group 2's person view this connection, please? I guess here, let's go back into what I was initially going to do. We'll just let that sit out for a second. What did I just say? Did I say how does group 2's person view, oh my gosh, view this connection? I thought I said it wrong. I don't know. Y'all. This is like the unfortunate thing about having ADHD and then trying to remember things, is that I'll remember it in like in a minute if it's important enough. Otherwise, it'll just go into, I don't know, a black hole where all ADHD thoughts go. Sorry. Okay. Okay. How does group 2's person view this connection? I swear, are these all going to be in... Am I having problems here? I almost wonder if I'm flipping these wrong. This has been like a ongoing thing here. How do they view this connection? 2 of coins on the bottom of the deck. Well, currently, it feels like they feel like there is a lot of inner turmoil going on within this connection. It seems to me that there was maybe an opportunity within this connection and to sort of admit some feelings or admit some attractions that didn't pan out. And so this person is viewing this situation as honestly kind of feeling like they maybe they might have been very sort of playful or flirtatious, or because of their attraction towards you, they might have been in a space that was sort of very, it's almost like the only thing that has been presented so far within this connection is a little bit of truth and some attraction. This person was like, I'm attracted to you. You know, it's kind of like that. But there was no providing of any other type of emotion within this or anything deeper than that. It was like, I am physically attracted to you, but they did not provide any truth. They didn't bring any, they didn't have there wasn't a balance between communication, emotional fulfillment, or any kind of truth, I guess, beyond that. Like they gave you the truth about, you know, they were very forthcoming in being, okay, well, I'm attracted to you and I'm going to flirt with you and all of this. But they're viewing that this is how you were in this connection. I guess I should say that there is a possibility that it's the other way around, and they're viewing this as this is how you were, you know, take it however it resonates, could be one or the other. But ultimately, what they feel is going on in this connection is that the reason that there was sort of this, there was kind of a misstep, or where y'all fumbled this, was by not providing emotion and by not being a more forthcoming and more emotionally available. It was sort of being closed off in that department, and it was under this illusion that this was only a physical connection, or it was this feeling that this was only a physical connection. And then it sort of went into this space of kind of recognizing where we may have been, had a need to release internal conflict. And so ultimately how they're viewing this connection in this moment is that there needs to be a balance brought in, and there needs to be some kind of truth brought in to stabilize things. So that's kind of how they're viewing this in the moment. We'll get into how they view you, but in terms of how they view the connection, it's like there needs to be some kind of emotion provided here and some kind of truth. And also this awareness that whatever has happened with this in this connection has caused them, or the two of you, this inner conflict and this inner turmoil, where it's been sort of a lot of kind of like internal contemplation. Okay. Let's see how they view you. Hopefully we have less cards in the reverse. Maybe I shouldn't shuffle and... Oh, okay. How do they view you? That Six of Wands in reverse came out right away. How does Group 2's person view them? How does Group 2's person view them, please? I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle just because I felt like last time I didn't really resonate with how I pulled all those out. Oh, we're going to be funny. We're going to just be funny. Look at all these in the reverse. Okay. 3 more for how Group 2's person views them. 2 more, please, for how group 2's person views them. How does group 2's person view them, please? Thank you. Oh. Oh, I have the 7 of Wands. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so they see you, at least in this moment, of someone who is not giving, it's kind of like someone putting their foot down and no longer giving into this situation or giving into this connection. Or it's kind of like being in this space of, you know, in some respects, group 2, they see you as someone who doesn't have, that is impulsive a little bit. So they do see that in you. But at the same time, it's almost like they see that kind of transforming within you, where they recognize that that you've kind of gone within to kind of release some previous pain. It might not even be necessarily connected to this connection. It could be connected into a different space, but they do see that you have, while they had seen you as sort of having a bit of instability, they also see you as kind of moving into this space of maybe assessing the situation or just going through a healing process, that there is some healing that you need to do, or that they are aware that you need to do, or they see you doing. They do think that you're capable of being, they think you're very honest. I will say that. I think they do see you as somebody who's capable of bringing messages of truth. There may have been a period of time where this person saw you as deceptive or manipulative, but I think they maybe are kind of have built an awareness that maybe that wasn't the case, just because you're somebody who is actually quite honest. And then, so they're aware now that anything that you had told them about maybe how you feel or what was going on, that they do see that you were telling the truth. Okay. They also see you as somebody who is desirable. They see you as somebody who might have other people that are interested in them. And this could be maybe a cause for concern for this person, but ultimately it's like they see that from their perspective, you could be somebody that a lot of people would really have their eye on, or maybe they have an awareness that there are a lot of people who have their eye on you. So they do see that in you as well. I'm not really sure if they see you maybe in need of some spirituality. Why is the High Priestess here in the reverse, please? It's like they knew I was gonna ask. The Four of Cups. And we have, oh, they have the Hermit. So maybe that instability, or maybe that sort of impulsiveness, I guess, is something they do kind of see you moving in to balance out, or that's how they see you in this moment, is that they have this belief anyway that you have gone within to balance out emotions surrounding past pains, I guess. So that is how they view you, group 2. Let's move into advice in this situation, and then we'll get you messages from your person. And then we'll close out the read. Okay. What is the advice, please, for group 2 in this connection? What is the advice for group 2 in this connection, please? advice for group 2, please? You're almost being advised to kind of stay in your power here a bit. Continue working on yourself is kind of a very prominent theme, at least on this side. Okay, 2 more for the advice for group 2. Two more for group 2, please. Advice on the situation, on their connection. What is the advice for group 2, please? Why are we struggling to bring these out here? One more for group 2. Sorry, I don't know why I just said group 3. And we have the 6 of Swords in reverse on the bottom of the deck, as well as the Tower in reverse underneath that. Okay. What is... so the one element of this is sort of being in this space of understanding that this work on yourself it's kind of, with the 3 of Wands in reverse, is sort of encouraging you to maybe see that you might not quite be there. Okay, I think you're perhaps close, or I'm not sure, honestly. I don't want to say one way or the other, but you are sort of being invited to continue doing this work on yourself that you are doing in this moment, and recognize that this work is doing wonders for you. You know, you're coming up as the sun in this read. And ultimately, this is kind of bring in that balance that you're looking for in terms of commitment. Maybe not within this connection, but within connection or a connection. And that ultimately this is going to help you to achieve that King of Cups, to receive somebody who's bringing in emotion and stability. And you also have this 7 of Swords sort of in this space of going that there is somebody that would fight for you. And to get out of this energy of kind of being in this space of fighting for yourself or fighting for connections on your own, and being in this one-sided space within connections. And so I think that this work in this moment, and this pause, and this reflection on self is really doing you a lot of good. And in this moment, at least, you know, energy can shift in a nanosecond, realistically. But in this moment, when you're watching this, that is the advice for this moment, is to maintain that and continue working on the things that you're working on within yourself, because there is a payoff in this, and you will receive what you're looking for by maintaining this energy and really staying away. This is even kind of a space of even not giving into sort of temptation, even, or giving into connections in which it's just a physical relationship without that emotional fulfillment. This is about wanting the whole 10 cups, you know. So your advice essentially is to just continue this path of self-empowerment, because that is ultimately what is going to bring you into that emotional fulfillment. Let's see if we can get you messages from your person. Where did I just drop that? Okay. Messages for group 2. Messages from their person, please. What are some messages from group 2's person? Yeah. Like I said, they are definitely physically attracted to you. But are they giving to you emotionally? Oh, maybe they feel... your person might have some things to work through on their own too, you know? What are some messages for group 2 from their person? They're not much of a talker, are they? Oh, okay. And then all of that came out. It's like, yeah, it's like they're holding all of this inside. They're not talking. Yeah, there's so much going on. I did have drama actually in the reverse, but we're going to leave it out here. Okay, so we have the passion I feel is overwhelming. I don't know how to handle this. I was hurt by you. I can't make you happy. I am better with my mind than my heart. Drama. I'm obsessed with you. Sex with you. Why do I feel this way? I can't let you go. It hurts so much. Y'all. Okay. And see, this came out too. Yeah, I really do feel like it's sort of this, you know, it's very possible that you maybe had a physical moment with this person and they're like kind of replaying that in their head, or you never had physical intimacy with this person and they really, really wanted to experience that in particular. And so that aspect is sort of keeping them kind of hung into this. But it's almost like it's almost as though with this, the communication aspect or the truth part of being able to give and provide how they really feel seems to be a major hiccup within this connection. All right, group 2, hopefully that resonated for you. If it did, please like and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment down below, turn on notification, do all the things, and I will appreciate you indefinitely. Thank you so much for being here, group 2. I don't know where I was going with that word. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much. Okay. Group 3. Real quick, group 3. I'm going to just kind of clear the air here. Clear the air. I've said that before in a reading. You have the siren coming up, by the way. Now the truth about this person. This could be somebody that's really physically attractive and might use that to their advantage a little bit. Because I got that sex. How does it go? It's like, sex with me so amazing. But it's specifically that part. It's like sex with her, it'll be all right. Sex with me is, you know what I mean? So it's like kind of being in this, you know, I'm sassy. Oh my gosh. You know, the next lines of that are really dirty. It's like, can I even say this without getting flagged? I don't know. But the next part of it is like, and it's always wet. Never had to put lip gloss on it. I love that line, actually. So it seems to be a theme here tonight. Are we all just like frustrated or what? Your person. Oh my goodness. Okay. What is person, I'm sorry, what is group 3's energy, please? What is group 3's energy, please? I'm actually going to put that in the upright. What is group 3's energy? You know what? Sassy. They know things that they don't want to. They are not super keen on providing that information. Okay. What is, okay. Oh boy. And I also have the elephant down here. Your person is, okay, y'all, this person, I just want to say that this person is one of a kind, but I think they know it. I think they know they're one of a kind. They're definitely somebody who is, hello, little box elder bug. Okay, sorry. Squirrel. They're very wise, very spiritual. They have this, they have this presence to them that is like, you know how they say like the elephant in the room or whatever? It's kind of like that, where when this person walks into, it's like they stand out no matter where they go. They're, if they walk into a room, everybody's going to notice this person. They have that kind of vibe to them, and they're very, they're sexy almost. I don't know how else to say it, group 3, but they have this, they're suave. I heard that song, Rico Suave. It's like so old. I don't know. Hopefully somebody out there knows that. And they're very sort of, not necessarily, I don't want to call them omniscient because that's very kind of grandiose, but they're definitely intellectual. They're intelligent, and they're founded, and they're very strong and secure in their sort of sensuality. A very secure person in that department. And they, or at least that's how they come off to you anyway. And they're also just so eclectic and so unique. It's like you could meet 10 people and shit. You could meet 100 people. I'm gonna be like more frank, like more like that, and you will not meet this person. Like you'll meet, they're like a 1 in a. Actually, I think it's an even larger number than that. Realistically, there's just not a lot of people like this person, and so it almost makes them even more alluring. It's because not only are they possibly attractive, but they have this presence to them that is just like, good God. I just heard, bless my soul, I need a fit of rock and roll. My music taste, y'all, I swear, that was a Skid Row song. Like, so few people are going to know my musical references, and I'm so sorry. I mean, I think I have a pretty broad pool to pull from, so I appeal to more than, several people I know, but that one was pretty obscure. Okay, let's move into, what is group 3's energy, please? What is group 3's energy? This one wanted to come out. Inspiration. What is, ooh. Sorry. The Tamer. What is, okay. All right. All right. I think that's enough. That's enough for that. Let's move some things around here. Let's be a little bit more organized. How about? Okay. We have the Inspiration, the Tamer. I'll read these for you. The Friend, the Judge, and the Mentor. Okay. So, I allow inspiration to fill me so I can inspire others. That's the Inspiration. The Tamer. I believe my cause to be just, without anger at those who disagree. Very just like, tell it like it is. And for a greater good, not to put anybody down. The Friend. I am my own best friend and magnetize other loving friendships. Yeah, they probably have really solid relationships around them, or try to. The Judge. I am relentless in my pursuit of honesty and justice. Yeah, this is somebody who is, they're very honest. And they kind of have this expectation of honesty in return as well. And then the Mentor. I respect and learn from the wisdom of my elders. I also see this kind of as your person maybe being, just with the inspiration card coming out and the mentor, like this is somebody with a position of power, or at least it's somebody that people listen to, and they inspire other people through truth, through saying things sort of as they should be stated, not how you want to hear them, kind of thing, is this person's vibe a bit. And they do it gracefully. So they do it with a way of not really, they're not in that space of it's not that vibe that's like, this is how I am, take it or leave it, and just like kind of like, and then say really rude and harsh things and justify it by that's how I am. Not at all like that kind of truth. It's like, this might make you feel some type of way, but I'm not gonna lie to you. And this is how I feel, and you don't have to agree with me. I'm not putting you down. I'm not saying, they're just really transparent about how they feel, what they think, what they like, what they want. Like, this is somebody who not only do they know what they want, but they are comfortable actually not giving a shit if you like what they like too. And I'm here for that. I like your person, group 3. Okay, let's get into the tarot. If this sounds like your person, stick around and find out how they feel about this connection with you. Because I think they'll tell you. I don't think that group 3 is afraid to say how they feel. It might be, I guess. They could be holding back. Okay. How does group 3's person view this connection, please? How does group 3's person view this connection, please? Whoa. They got things to say. Holy moly. However, they are kind of in a space of, they might be in a space of contemplation. Okay. How does group 3's person view this connection, please? Two more for how group 3's person views this connection, please. How does group 3's person view this connection, please? Okay, that's more than 2, but I guess the Queen of Swords wanted to come out. Okay. I have the 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck, as well as the 2 of Swords. Just going to bring those out because they seem important. I'm going to lay them sideways here. I know they're not intended to be sideways, but these are big cards and I ain't got much room. So, let's see here. Honestly, it's like they felt like this could be a wish fulfillment kind of connection at one point. But to them, there was this pause that had something to do with this internal conflict. And seeing that there was an instability within this connection. And also being in this space of intuition, or of It's almost as though they were maybe guided by their intuition and recognizing that there was a lot being brought into this connection that didn't necessarily belong in it. And so I think that going into that hangman energy was sort of to be in a space of kind of understanding that a little bit more. They may have disconnected from this connection and maybe went into self a bit, and it's really, in a sense, it seems like, to address, like, okay, well, what is this internal conflict that is kind of getting in the way of this connection? Because right now they're seeing this as it being it's almost as though they kind of saw it as not too good to be true necessarily, but to them it seems like the foundation in which this connection was kind of built upon was physical connection, and then this sort of an abundance of that, like an abundance of physical chemistry, and recognizing that that was not really, or sort of being in this space of kind of looking at it and going, okay, this is not really a space in which we can build upon. We don't have a lot of stability here. They also see this as though, like, there was some truth provided within this connection. There was some pretty maybe harsh communication a little bit that occurred within this connection, and where someone was just kind of put their foot down, and they do see that. They have an awareness of that, where there was some truth brought into this, and essentially a boundary was laid out here. And then that caused this space of going in and looking inward and going, okay, well, what's going on within this connection, or why is it that we're bringing in all of this that doesn't belong here? Also being in a space of kind of being sort of seeing that the feminine energy within this connection really kind of stepped into her power a bit, and being and kind of got out of this space of conflict, or kind of stepped outside of it. And it seems as though it's actually this moment, this pause, this sort of truth that was brought in, and this pause within this connection caused a bit of instability. Oh, I'm sorry, group 2. I'm just yawning over here. Okay, let me see. How does your person view you? It's interesting because your person's energy is really, like, it's very playful. It's very sensual, but then you get into how they view this connection, and they're very, the mood shifts a little bit. They're like, oh, let me tell you about this. Okay. How does group 3's person view group 3? How does group 2's person view group 3? How does group 3's person view group 3, please? How does the group 3's person view group 3? Ah. Okay, one more for thank you. And the bottom of the deck is the Five of Cups. I think they see you as having walked away from this connection, for one. It's really interesting, though, because it's kind of... you have the Eight of Wands in reverse, and then you have the Chariot, which those two cards are very similar in their meanings. So it's kind of interesting that they're okay, so how this person views you is okay. Okay, so it seems like they view this as there was, okay, it's like there was this moment of passion or some sort of like physical thing within this connection. Doesn't mean that it came to fruition or that, you know, something actually physical did happen, but it was like that was this sort of attraction, right? There was someone giving attraction. So they see you as either the person who gave the attraction or the person who was receiving this like message of sort of like a physical connection, right? And there could have also been I'm sorry, group three. There is this sort of there is kind of this, I don't know, it's like side message or something that there could have been other people involved that slowed this connection down. How they're viewing you as is really not giving into this anymore, and that what you seem to be doing is really putting energy into building your own stability and building in on maybe this like past like this instability that you experienced in the past, and they see you kind of in this space of kind of going into self a bit and going into this space of connecting in with spirit, or connecting into some kind of something to do with your sort of spiritual health a little bit, and this like soul journey and this soul work. They do see you as having kind of stepped away from this and walked away from this, specifically in relation to it being sort of an imbalance. There wasn't a whole lot of emotion, you know, being provided in this connection. So how they see you is sort of having walked away, honestly, from this connection because of these things, and moving into a space of building your own stability and sort of connecting in with yourself. There is this, the King of Coins thing is in a weird position and it's tripping me up, and I keep going back to it. So I'm just going to try to clarify it. Why is the King of Swords here? Just because it's underneath the Four of Swords in reverse, it's like... Yeah, I mean, it is kind of in the sense of moving out of conflict. The Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck then. You have the Moon in reverse. So it's almost as though they kind of see you as being someone who maybe even was, in some respects, like, this is so strange, but like being in a space where you were really not necessarily like impulsive, but kind of a little bit. Not really going into, not really being in a space of, it's just weird. Those two things don't go together very well. The King of Cups and the Moon in the reverse don't, or I'm sorry, the King of Coins. Well, it's almost like they see you as not really having balance within this, or not really having the ability to kind of see things in a more all-encompassing way, and that maybe got in got jumbled in here, and so they see you as kind of walking away because of not really having, almost not having the patience or the ability to kind of sit through some of the heavier things, and needing things to be a very specific way almost. And then also there's a sense of maybe walking away too, because it was like, it was this feeling that this might only be a physical connection, and all this person wants from me is this, right? And going, the only thing that this person really wants from me is this kind of intimate connection. And so I think they see you kind of walking away for those reasons. The one thing I will say though is that your person is they're very intelligent as well. So in this moment, well, I guess we can see what the advice is moving forward, and maybe that'll give us some more information on kind of what they are feeling. But this is essentially how they're viewing you in this moment. They are very physically attracted to you, though. That is something that is coming up quite a bit, just in the different songs and things that come in. Okay. What is the advice for group 3 moving forward? What is the advice for group 3? Please. What is the advice for group 3 moving forward, please? What is the advice for group 3 moving forward, please? Ultimately, group 3, it's like, it's definitely that you need truth in this situation. And to step out of that, to step out of not receiving clarity and moving forward. So you're kind of embodied to this hanged man energy, going within, looking at within self, to remain in that. I mean, at least that's what it's seeing here, because if you don't, or currently right now, it's like, in order to get the ball rolling, and to have that sort of world flipped in the upright, it's kind of in a requirement of recognizing that this is a time in which we are to be sort of focused on self. It's kind of saying, like, without the work, then we're going to maintain this position of having our foot down. It's also, this awareness that we need to have a communication and truth and clarity brought within this connection. And recognizing that if this is a physical connection, then it's kind of being in this awareness that this physical space in which you have is something that, a good number of people can find you attractive, and you can be in this space of of having physical connections with other people, and also having, you know, the Lovers in the upright and the Death even. To me, the Death is in the upright is like a new beginning. In the reverse, it is kind of stepping outside of old paradigms. It is stepping outside of cycles that we've been in that are no longer serving us. And so this is really a message to continue that path, that you're doing the right thing by being in this awareness that you're really intended to sort of be in this space of internal growth and internal healing. And just as that person sees you I mean, I assume that's probably what you're going through and being in that space. And this has really encouraged you to continue in that space, because right now you want connections that are emotionally fulfilling, and they're not just physically fulfilling. Okay, group 3. I'm going to get you messages from your person, and then we will close out this reading for you. Okay. What are your person's messages? It's very interesting how the energy in the beginning for this person is they're really playful, and then you get into it, it's like a lot kind of went down in this connection. Okay. What is group 3's person's messages to group 3, please? What is group 3's messages to you? I don't know who I am anymore. This was in the reverse. I just want to notate that because the rest of them really weren't. And I actually feel like your person does kind of know who they are. I think they maybe don't know who you are. So they have, will this ever change? The way I have treated you is wrong. Why can't I move on from you? I am stuck in visions of us together. I don't know who I am anymore. In the reverse, the passion I feel is overwhelming. I don't know how to handle this. I can't let go of you. I don't understand. Yeah, this person is quite interesting. It's like they're hooked on you, but it's almost as though they're not communicating that. And so there is a bit of a deeper connection here. And I think you are kind of in the right here, group 3, than to really, if this is how this person feels, then they have to be willing to kind of meet you halfway in terms of emotion and provide you clarity within that. And so holding into your power and maintaining that sort of hanged man space is a really great space for you in order to receive the type of connection that you're looking for with other people. Because ultimately, if you get into a space where if you're in that position because something kind of went haywire or you didn't feel like you were being met halfway, then by giving into that, it's sort of saying, this is what I will tolerate, it, you know, telling that person. And this person's very intelligent. So I feel like staying in your, you know, holding into your power and really zooming out and assessing the relationship on a grand scale and going, okay, well, what really happened here and whose turn is it essentially? And I know it sounds like weird, but life is kind of like a game of chess. And so it's kind of being in a space that's going, if we're playing a game, if we're playing this game of chess together, and I've moved this many times, well, I'm cheating, first of all, that I'm already in a space that has moved this pawn, like, you know, several different pawns where you haven't moved a thing. I think that you have to move a piece when you're playing chess, right? And so if this person hasn't played, well, it's their turn to play, you know. And so I think you're doing the right thing here, group 3. Okay. That is the message for you. If this resonated with you, please like and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment down below. I'd love to see you back here in the future. Turn on notifications because I do not have a set schedule and I kind of upload these whenever I have the time to. All right, group 3, thank you so much for being here. Enjoy the rest of your day.